Sawasdee krap, Sawasdee, and welcome back. Oh my gosh, I did not expect what happened this past week to happen after my last clip on what I called the Thai Khom or the Khom Thai script. Let's just say that clip triggered a little bit of fervent behavior and it received some interesting reactions from both Thailand, from Cambodia, from Khmer speakers, from native Thai speakers, and people from around the world, all with different reasons. The first thing I'd ask is for anybody that had a negative reaction, or some even an overly positive reaction, please go back and watch the clip again. Watch it and listen to what I actually said. Now I know it's in English and English isn't your native tongue for many of these, but I think this is important to put out in English. I'll do another series of this in Thai as well for Thais, but I really want this information out there. What I'm going to do in this clip is what we call in Thai เจาะรหัสมากขึ้น. I'm going to go deeper into what is Thai Khom as far as Thais are concerned, or just the Khom script, and how the Thai language is rendered in it. Because one thing that many Khmer people said is, look, any kindergarten Khmer kid could read this, what you're seeing behind me, and understand what it's saying. Or could they? Now just have a look at this here. There are a whole bunch of things that don't exist in standard Khmer script. You've got like these are tone markers here. You can see things like this that, yeah, might look familiar. But look at this, what is that? And it's got this over the top of it. That's not normal Khmer. The first thing is, well, do you really know it? Do you know what it says? Do you even know what it sounds like, even though you know the actual letter shapes? On a good note, I had messages in from all over the place. One monk in Thailand, he said he'd been a monk for 34 years and always struggled with Khom, Pali, and Thai written in the Khom script. And after watching my clip, it inspired him to get back into it. And he's so happy because now he's getting into all of these things, finally understanding what had been an obstacle to him for so many years. And so he's happy being able to go back in and now relearn a whole lot of things from 34 years ago. Another lady wrote to me and mentioned that her grandfather, so many years ago, would used to show her his writings on the palm leaves, these bailan. And then he actually taught her how to write the Khom script, both the Thai language and Pali, and was saying how important this is for her culture, for her family, and it needs to be passed down. But this is something that's been lost, and that's exactly why I put the clip out, is because this is something that's so fundamental to Thailand, to Thais as well. And it's something that's just pretty much been lost for the past 70 to 80 years. And so I wanted to open that knowledge back up and hopefully inspire a few people to go back, because once you can read it, you're opening yourselves up to all of this literature and this history that may have been closed off and only available to scholars who could read this. So I want to encourage everybody to get in and learn how to read this, because it's fascinating. But before I go on, I want to ask you, what alphabet is this? Now, I know some people, depending on where you're from, you may have different answers for this, but just at a general glance, what is it? Well, maybe Russian, Ukrainian, I don't know. What if I showed you this alphabet? Well, what's that? Well, they look kind of similar. I can see this one here has a different letter to this, but other than that, they're pretty much the same, aren't they? Whoa, and what about that? Well, they all kind of look the same. They've got many characteristics that are the same. This one has this shape and a bunch of shapes that I don't know. This has this here, which doesn't seem to be in any of the other scripts, but look at these, all of these letters here. They look really crazy, even though it kind of has the flavor of the other alphabets. So what alphabet? Well, this is the Cyrillic base alphabet. So if we were to make comparisons, this would be like the old Khmer or the Khmer script, the Khom script. However, where this was the original Cyrillic that was used to write Church Slavonic, so also let's compare that to say Pali, but in the Cyrillic script, this was made to fit like a glove with the Slavic languages. And so these are languages like Russian, Ukrainian, and even Polish is from this other branch of Slavic. Now, Polish uses a Roman script to write it, but if you wanted to, you could write it in the Cyrillic script, but for political reasons, they really don't want to. And many countries, they will choose the script that they use based on political reasons rather than linguistic reasons. And so I know many people here are probably saying, well, wait a minute, Mongolian isn't a Slavic language. Right. Mongolian is a very, very different language. It's not from the Slavic language family. However, because of political reasons again, the Mongolian script, just in the 20th century, was used to write Mongolian. Now, actually, Mongolian has been written in many different scripts in the past. This top one is Bichik. Bichik just means writing or letters, and this one is the Pagspa script. If we start with the Pagspa, this is actually Ga, Ka, Ga, Ka, Nga, like the Gokai, Kokai, the same Abugida from the Indic languages, so Brahmic-based script. And you can actually see this is actually where the Korean Hangul script, if you want to find the history of that, I put a clip out many years ago, so you can go and Google my name and Korean or Hangul script, but also watch this movie, The King's Letters. It's a Korean movie, but it came out several years after my video. Many Koreans were fighting, saying things about the Korean script, but this movie really crystallizes how it was developed. And it was developed on this same script that Khmer and Thai were also based on. And it's based on points of the mouth and then shapes of the mouth as well. Now, this Bichik script here is written vertically. And in fact, in my Minecraft program, in the first series, if you go back and have a look at the modules, I teach you how to read this vertical Bichik script. One, because it looks super cool, but two, because even though it looks complicated, it's actually not that difficult to write. And you learn about patterns and scripts again, and it's really easy to read. And once you learn the tricks of learning a new script, learning other scripts, even if it's Khmer or if it's Balinese, Javanese, starts to become a lot easier. So I figured that not many people could probably read this, so I'd teach a script that not many people knew. And in learning that, you get confidence to learn other scripts. But I love this script. It's a vertical script, and it's a mix between these Indic scripts and Arabic, and it kind of sort of flows like that. Now, if I ask you, what language is this? Well, the letters kind of look like, what, Arabic? But it's not the Arabic language. I'm going to put this up here, and this is what it says. Yang lagi dibaca ini adalah tulisan Jawi, tapi emangnya bahasanya bahasa Indonesia. Asal huruf yang dipakai sebetulnya adalah huruf bahasa Arab yang diubah supaya cocok dengan suaranya dalam bahasa Indonesia. Now, that's what all of this says. This is what we call the Jawi script. Now, it's not Arabic. They use the Arabic letters. The reason why it's called Jawi is because hundreds of years ago even, when people from Malaysia, Indonesia, what's known as Malaysia, Indonesia today, went to the Middle East, to Saudi Arabia, to Mecca, and they would write their language using the Arabic letters. So when native Arabic speakers read it, they thought, well, these letters look familiar, but I haven't got a clue what it says. So we'll call this the Jawi, the Javanese, because Javanese was just a generic term for people who came from Southeast Asia, which at that time, Indonesia, but actually Jawi now is the generic term used for the Arabic script form of the Malayu language, or to write the Malay language, whether it's in Malaysia or Indonesia. Now, if you're from Malaysia and you're reading this, you're going to think, I read Jawi, but that's really weird. That's because I've written colloquial Jakarta, Surabaya kind of language in this script. So you can write any language, any script. The script and the language are different. And that's exactly what happens when we come to Khmer, Old Khmer, Thai Khom, modern Khmer language, modern Thai language, different Thai dialects, TAI languages from southern China down to southern Thailand. We can actually write them in any script. And what my clip was about was showing how the Thai encoding works within the Khmer script or the Khom script. So I want you to have a look at this. This is my Indic consonant compass. And so if I click here, this is like our Ka sound. And if you're a Khmer speaker, you would know all of these letters. Now you'd say, well, wait a minute, this isn't a G. Well, ancient Khmer, it actually used to be this G, G, but it's lost its voicing. And so this can go one-to-one with the Thai script. Now I've color-coded these as well for sounds. Actually, Khmer should be this similar sound to here, But let me just show you what's happened. So this is go, ko, ngo, the back of the throat, ja, cha, ja, cha, nya. This goes to the palate. These were originally cerebral, so da, ta, na. This was a retroflex, na, n, and this is da, ta, na from Sanskrit. And then this is ba 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 ma from the lips. So it's a map of the mouth, as I mentioned in my other clips, going from back to front. These are the semivowels, so ya, ra, la, wa. They align with each of these points here. We call the vargas or the wak. And then these are what we call sibilants. And then we have ha, Now in Khmer, what happened is around 500 years ago, things started to shift. And we went into Middle Khmer, and so this g. So if I had g, a, ga, this from a g turned to a k, the same. So, but rather than ga, this voicing, ga, it pulled my throat and it caused what we call palatization. So if I had this g, a, ga, if I put this letter, which is the equivalent to ko, kwai in Thai, it would become kia. Now this actually happened in Thai as well. If you speak Thai and you listen to Northern Thai, the same sound shift actually happened. And so this is why ko kwai was originally go gwai. But if you go to Chiang Mai, this row of letters here are pronounced identically to this row here, which is the same in modern Khmer. And so the word for tahan would be tahan. So this to here becomes a to. Ko becomes a ko. So that's one thing that's different about reading Thai in Khmer. If you actually are reading Thai in this Khom script, this row is going to be pronounced differently. You need to have aspiration. So this row and this row will actually sound like all of these, and your vowels don't change. Actually, in Old Khmer, as I mentioned, the vowels didn't change either. This vowel shift started to happen around 500-600 years ago, and which left today where the vowels actually change. And so series 1 are these ones that were unvoiced, stopped throat in this first column and then aspirated. And so if you put an R, or if you put, for example, an I here, it went from becoming T to J because the throat dropped down. But if I put this one here, which is also a T sound, and I put an E, it is T. So in Thai, if I had Cho Chang Sala E in Khmer, it would be pronounced Ji, just like in Chiang Mai. If I had Jo Chan Sala E, it would be pronounced Jai. And so if you're a Khmer speaker, you can reverse that. Now we'll go into more exercises in a minute to show you exactly how that works. But you can see here, whether it's series 1 or series 2. So series 2 are what used to be the voiced letters in Khmer or Khom, and they lost their voicing, and except for this one here. And so this is used for basically a series 1 version of n or nonu in Thai. And then these yara lawa or yoro lawo in Khmer are weaker, and so they're included in the series 2. And then we even have a strength scale. If you're a Khmer speaker, this would be very familiar. So depending on how strong the letter is, it will influence what series the following letters in that syllable are. It's a similar principle to Thai. So in Thai, we have actually what we call high class, low class, and middle class. And again, so the high class were these aspirated ones, where you had aspiration over, which is this second column. The middle class were this first column, where the throat's closed. And so in Thai, just like the vowels change in Khmer, in Thai, the tones change because it's all about throat position. And so what would be series 1 in Khmer becomes split in Thai to, we have middle class is that first column and high class. And so a combination of these two here becomes series 1 letters in Khmer. And then the previously voiced one, which would be series 2 in Khmer, are actually what we call low class. And so this is why for a Khmer speaker, when you say, well, I can read that, well, yeah, you can, but then how these operate within the language actually is different to how it operates within Khmer. So first of all, you have to read the vowels the same despite whether they're coming from a series 1 or a series 2. You pronounce the vowels the same for whatever letter, but it goes further because we have tones. So I'm going to show you how they work. We mentioned high class, so this was this second column of letters. So this is the Khokay and Chawching, that second column, what we call in Thai high class. It's the second column of the series 1. These stop throat is the first column. So that Ka, Ja, Ta, Pa, those letters here where your throat stopped are these middle class ones. And actually it works for Chinese because Chinese tones, no matter what Chinese dialect, are also based on these principles. And then we have the low class, which were previously voiced. And so here, let me read this for you. So this would be in Thai, Ka, but this would be Ka, and this would be Ka. Now, if I read this in Khmer, the way that you would learn to read these, you might say this one is Ka, this one is Ka, but this one would be Kia. Now, in ancient Khmer, it wasn't pronounced like that. In ancient Khmer, it would be Ga, but the pulled the voice up, Ga, Ga, Kia, and it turned into Kia, which we have in modern day. And so this is the first thing. When the letters are in their normal state with no consonant at the end, no tone marker, these are the rules that they follow in Thai. And so when you're reading the Khom or Thai Khom, you need to follow these rules. But we have more. We have these tone markers. Now, I know you have this marker in Khmer, but it plays a different function in Thai. And this one here is something that doesn't exist in Khmer. It's, we call it Mei Tor, Tor from Sanskrit meaning two, so Mei Ek 1, Mei Tor 2, the number 1 and number 2 tone markers. So this number 1 equates actually to the departing tone in Chinese, but this is the Chusheng, so it's the voice was stiff. And so where in Khmer, that doesn't even really mean anything in Khmer because you'd normally have this if you had a consonant at the end, but in Thai we use it as a tone marker. So what I'm going to do now to make it easier is I'm going to actually show you how the tone contours map to this box for Central Thai. Wow, look at that. So this is for Bangkok. So your voice needs to follow this contour. It's a little bit more than that, but so I would read this as Ka. So I can't just say Ka, I have to actually put this contour on it where my voice drops down and comes up. So this would be Ka, Ka, Ka. And then with this Mai Ek we call on top of that, that becomes Ka, Ka, Ka. Now we have what's called dead. So if we put a consonant at the end that sort of kills it, that changes the tone because your throat's going to shift. And so we have long ones. So this is a long vowel here. And notice here, this is not standard in Khmer either to have these hard consonants here. Old Khmer, yes, not modern Khmer. So this again is why we call it Thai Khom. It's the Thai way of using or the Thai system of using these Khom letters. So this is Kaat. Notice my voice is here. I can't just say Kaat, Kaat, or what, that doesn't work. I have to say Kaat with it down low. This is Kaat. And then this here is the same as Kho Kwai Sala Dodek. So this is Kaat, which would probably be pronounced in Khmer as Kiet. So Kiet because you need to palatize the A because this is a series 2 consonant. But in Thai, they're not series 2. This is a low class. So if it's a low class, which here is the equivalent of series 2, in Bangkok Thai it has this falling tone. And then here we have this other tone marker. This is the same as the shangsheng in Chinese, and so in Thai languages, TAI languages especially here, it pushes it down. So this would be pronounced Ka. So most Khmer speakers might just see this and ignore that and just say it's Ka, but you need to have the falling tone. Ka, Ka, Ka. Now again, that would be Kia. So again, according to Khmer orthography is how the letters interact with the sounds. You might read this as Kia, but it's not. This is Ka, Ka. And then finally, short dead. So where this was Kat, this is Kat. It's short. And so Kat. And notice I've got my door deck down here, and this is Kat. It goes down again. But with this letter here, which is a series 2 in modern Khmer, but it's a low class in Thai, this would be Kat, where you might say Kiet, and you wouldn't even write it like this in modern Khmer. So this is what I mean by Thai Khom. But the really cool thing about the Thai languages, and you've got to think that this is modern Bangkok standard Central Thai, but This works for any version of Thai. All you have to do is map the contours accordingly. And so in Phuket, the tones would change. So rather than ka, you would say ka. In Phuket, rather than ka, you would say ka. In Phuket, rather than saying ka, which in Khmer you might read this as kia, Phuket would say ka. And look at that, we have even more. That's what it would look like in Chiang Mai. Now, Chiang Mai is a little different because actually in Thai languages, we have another category of these middle ones, and that's the ba, da. And actually in ancient Khmer, you had that as well. I might do another clip on that, on how it morphed into modern Khmer. But what happened is we have another category where you get a whole other set of contours that happen for ba, da, which originated as a ma with a throat stop, ba, and then a na with a throat stop, da. So actually, let's just to make it a bit cleaner, I've pulled these out. So actually, you can now see the Khom version of this. So these are all words in Thai which would be in this box here. So this is the no tone marker from high class, which would be your series 1, but the second column in Khmer. Hu, notice how I say it like that. I can't just say hu, this is hu. Kha, hua, song, the number 2, ma. Now notice this, I have my h masking it, then the m below it, where in Thai we put it up here, but that shows that this belongs to the series 1. So I know you have a different way to do that in stroke on top, and it will turn it into a series 1 from a series 2. This is how you do it in Thai. You put this ha behind it, or in this case in the Khom script, above it. So this is the word for dog. Ma, ma, it's a ha, more underneath, and an a, ma. If I took this ha out, it would be this one here, so it would be ma, meaning to come. These ones, pi, ta, kin, ka, pla. Oh, I haven't written these ones in here, but this is what I meant. These ones, bin, dang, dao, bai, di. If you were in northern Thai, there are slightly different tones for this second column here that you see in here. That's why I've split them out here, and ang. But again, they map to Khmer. But if you are a Khmer speaker reading the Khom script that is used to write the Thai language, you need to have this map. You need to keep it in mind. So if you're reading standard Thai, these are the tones that you would do it to. Here you can see actually I've put the Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai in as well. So let's just look at Chiang Rai in blue. And the northern Thai tones, so for example, the word to eat, gin, would be gin, but the word to fly would be bin. It starts higher because the throat actually raised up with these ba, da, and ah. But again, that's another element, because sometimes the versions of Thai in the Thai Khom that were written were actually from Isan and the north. Now in the north, the Lana script was more common, but you could potentially write northern dialect in the Khom script, but you would need to use this set of tone rules. So why have I gone through all of that? I'm really passionate about any language, and especially the languages of this part of the world. I'll leave it up to other people to speak about the politics and historically what happened with these things. I'm showing you from a linguistic perspective to any Thai people who want to open this body of literature that's been pretty much closed off for the past 80 years to normal people. Maybe this will inspire you to go back and learn again. To Khmer speakers, learning this today, maybe it will inspire you to really go in and learn these systems, because then you too could really read and understand what you're seeing behind me, not just what you think it might say. And yeah, there are a lot of loan words from Khmer into Thai, just like we have a lot of Latin and French words in English. English is a Germanic language, Thai is a Thai language, or Thai Kadai language, with Khmer influences in it. And so through being able to put all of this together like this, you open yourself up to a whole lot more. I find it's really good to sort of put these political feelings aside when you're learning the actual technical systems, and once you can read and everything, okay, then go back and then you can take your political stance on it. But just looking at a system, this is amazing. And I hope this clip today has helped add some language and history to your life. This is actually taken from my Cracking Thai Fundamentals book, and you can see here that I actually show in the book, I have a whole section on Khom and Thai and Khmer, and you can see this is just for the letter S, saw, how it's evolved. The Palava, Old Khmer Khom, you've got the Sok on top of it, the Cheriang Khom, the Moon Khom, and then here, yeah, Thai comes after that. I'm never saying that the Thais invented all of this. It's just from this original Indic script, and it goes off in different branches. This is how it evolved into modern script. But you can see this is influenced by the shape of the Khmer script as well, or the Khom script. If you love puzzles and pattern matching, well, all of this stuff is good for you. But you can see, look at this is Ngongu. So you would know from your Cheriang script that this is how Ngongu is written. And look, that's the top of that. So this did not come before that. That came first. I'm not saying that it did. And these are all the different fonts. So for those people saying, I don't even know these scripts, look, I understand it's your language. I love it, and I've studied it for many decades, and I just want to share it with the world. I hope this has helped all of you. I'm Stuart J. Raj. I'll see you on the other side.